Then we have a statement from Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah. And another disease now here is al-hawa. Al-hawa, which opposes al-ikhlas to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Shaykh al-Islam to me, he said, وَإِذَا كَانَ الْعَبْدُ مُخْلِصًا لَهُ اجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَيُحْيِي قَلْبَهُ وَاجْتَذَبَهُ إِلَيْهِ فينصرف عنه ما يضاد ذلك من السوء والفحشاء ويخاف من حصول ضد ذلك. So he says, when the servant is sincere to Allah. So ikhlas, when a person is sincere to Allah, it means he is not driven by hawa. Hawa, desire, is when you are motivated by something other than seeking the face of Allah. It is the world. It is a woman, it is power, it is authority, it is wealth, it is showing off, it is to be recognized. All of these are diseases which arise in the heart. This is hawa. But when the servant is mukhlis, when the servant is sincere to Allah, Allah will then give life to his heart. There will be life in his heart. And he will be drawn towards his Lord, and whatever contradicts that of evil, shameful deeds and things like that, then they will be, drawn away from him. بخلاف القلب الذي لم يخلص لله فإنه في طلب وإرادة وحب مطلق. This is different to the heart which is not sincere to Allah. So the heart which is not sincere to Allah, then you find this heart is in pursuit of something, right? So if your heart is not sincere to Allah and is not seeking Allah, it has to by necessity be seeking something else, by necessity, right? So a heart which is not like this, then this heart is in some pursuit, it has a desire and it has a love for something which is unrestricted. فَيَحْوَى مَا يَصْنَحُ لَهُ وَيَتَشَبَّثُ بِمَا يَحْوَاهُ. So basically, whatever comes to its mind, it clings to, it follows. And it is just like the branch or the twig of a tree. When the wind comes, it blows in this direction. When it comes in another way, it goes in that direction. Meaning that it goes and bends and turns in whichever way the wind comes. Right? So if it is drawn sometimes to appearances, meaning pictures and appearances of what is unlawful, then it will become a captive and a slave to those things. And at other times, it is drawn by nobility and leadership. A person wants to be a leader. He wants to be seen. He wants to have authority. He wants to appear to be noble. So then he's drawn in that direction. And when he does that, then he becomes angry and pleased for other than the truth. If he gets his leadership, he'll praise the one who helped him in that. If he doesn't get his leadership, he'll be angry with the one who prevented him from that, right? So his speech and his behavior is all governed by this hawa. And at other times, it is the dirham and the dinar. It is money, it is wealth. Some people are drawn by wealth. And these things, ya ikhwan, these things are real. And they happen. And they are true. They happen amongst us. They happen to the common person, they happen to the student of knowledge, they happen to the evil scholar, they happen to the ruler. No one is immune from all of these things. These things happen and they are true. If you are not sincere, then your heart will be in pursuit of something, whatever that might be. And then it will draw all of those diseases that we mentioned, al-kibr, al-hasad, al-baghi, al-shahwa, al-ta'alluq bighayri Allah, al-shirk, right? It becomes a magnet for those things. And then he says, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَكُنْ خَالِصًا لِلَّهِ عَبْدًا لَهُ قَدْ صَارَ قَلْبُهُ. The one who is not sincere to Allah and a slave to Allah, then his heart will become it'll become distance from Allah. And so whoever is sincere to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and who singles out his Lord without any partners, in that only Allah is the most beloved thing to him, and he is humble to Allah, and either he does this, either he does that. So either he's like this. If he doesn't do this, then the whole of the creation will actually enslave him. Meaning that you are either that person who is sincere to Allah and has no hawa and repels it from himself, and thereby he becomes truly a slave only to his Lord. It is either that, and if it's not that, then in the course of his life, the whole of the creation is basically, effectively conspiring against him to make him a slave to the creation. Right? وَإِلَّا استعبدته الكائنات واستولت على قلبه الشياطين وكان من الغاوين إخوان الشياطين وصار فيه من السوء والفحشاء ما لا يعلمه إلا الله وهذا أمر ضروري لا حيلة فيه. Right? So if not, then the whole of the creation will enslave him. The devils will gain mastery over him, and he will become from those who are misled and from the brethren of the shayateen, and there will be within him such evil and fahsha, meaning shameful deeds, that no one knows except Allah, and this is a necessary matter. There is no escaping from any of this. Okay. So here what do we can add another thing now to al-kibr, al-hasad, al-ghadab, al-shahwa, and al-shirk. Al-shirk meaning attachment to other than Allah from the worldly affairs, the man is shirk. And likewise hawa, which is the absence of ikhlas. When there is hawa in a person's heart and he's drawn and enslaved by these other things. Then also from the diseases that we can add to all of this is